Hi all. Let's see, is that it? Oh, there it is. Okay, hang on just a second. Hi all. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Sorry that I'm late and I haven't finished my dessert yet, but it's down to the part that's in the frozen cup, so it should be fine while I do this. All right, welcome to my regular Wednesday night live. This is Wendy Keys Turnbull. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And as I said on my tease, I'm going to show you a quick way to make several cards. So these 8 cards took me about an hour and a half, which is 11 minutes a card, a little bit over 11 minutes a card. That's pretty fast. It's kind of a combination of a one-sheet wonder and a Stamp-A-Stack. But with Stamp-A-Stacks, most of them are your cards are all exactly the same, and I made each one a little different. So let me just quickly show you these. I'm not going to spend an hour and a half making them here. I'm going to cut the one-sheet wonder and then do the card fronts, but not add them to the cards. So here is card number 1. Not really number 1. I didn't number them, but here's one. I didn't do anything on the insides yet either, so. And here's one. Just really simple. I thought I'd just do something basic today. I'll show you back to the basics, quick ways of doing things. Here's another one. I don't know why I'm showing you the insides when there's nothing on the inside. Here's one. Let's do this one. And last but not least, this one, which opens that way. So these are one sheet. So this is the front and the back. That's the nice thing about the Designer Series paper. You can do front and back. If you're watching, please say hi so I know who's on. Quick and easy. You can find a template online for these. I used a 12 by 12 paper. There's also templates for 6 by 6 sheets, but I used a 12 by 12 sheet. And this is I think this is, let me check. Traditional Christmas, I think. Yeah, Traditions of Christmas, yes. So, and I'm going to use another one of those sheets for this one. Okay. I'm going to use this sheet. This is my favorite piece in the whole thing. I purposely didn't use it because I wanted to save it to do online. So I found my template on Pinterest. I have no idea who I found it from. I just went to Pinterest and looked for a template. And this is my template. So and these are the cards that, okay, so her name is Peggy Marwin. Stampwithpeggy.com. Okay, so here we go. The first cut we're going to make columns, and then we'll cut them down. First cut we're going to make is 4 inches. Let me turn this around. Four inches. Let me see. Let's look at my paper. Really doesn't matter which way I do it. Okay. 4 inches. Then the next column will be 3 inches. 3 inches. Why am I not seeing any posts? That's weird. And the next column is 2 inches. So we got 4, 3, and 2 so far. The next one is 1 3/4. 1 3/4. And the last one is 1 1/4. And it goes to 1 1/4. Perfect. All right. So now we're going to, I'm just finding it weird that there's 4 or 5 people watching and I'm not seeing any hellos or anything. That's weird. Except that I have 1. Why is it not showing it to me? No, it says I have 6. Okay. I don't know what's going on, why I'm not seeing your comments, but I'm sure they'll show up when I'm all done. So I'm just going to keep going. Looks like, hang on. Vicky, Angela, Sherry, Betsy, and Susan are on. Hi, everybody. I don't know why I'm not showing your comments. That's just weird. Something weird's going on with this. Okay, so with the 1 1/4, we're going to make 5 1/4, I believe. Let me just look here. Yes, 5 1/4. I'm going to make 2 5 1/4 pieces. This is the other side of it, by the way. 5 1/4. Okay, this little piece is going to be scrap. With the 1 3/4, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make 1 5 1/4, and we're going to make 2 5 1/4. Okay. I wonder if it's blurry for you guys. It's like fading in and out of blur for me. Let me see if I move the light, if it makes a difference. Okay, with the 2 inch, we are going to, and this is also garbage. The rest of them are going to use the whole thing. So with the 2 inch, we are going to cut 8 pieces at 1 1/2 inches. So 1 1/2. That doesn't look right to me. Yep, it says 1 1/2 by 2. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess it does look right. 1 1/2. 1 1/2. 1 1/2. 1 1/2. 1 1/2. 1 1/2. That is not right. That's weird. 2 by 12 into 8 pieces, 1 1/2 by 2. Oops, I see that I only got 1 1/4 on one of them. That's what the problem is. Rats. Oh well. We'll do 1 1/2 on this one. All right, well, there we have our 1 1/2, kind of. Leave it to me to make a mistake. Oh well. All right, so we have our 8 pieces. Set those aside, including this one. Okay, so another one. Now on the 3 inch, we're going to do 3 inch by 4 inch, and that will give us 3 pieces. 3 inch by 4 inch. So we have our 3 inch by 4 inch. We're going to do the same thing on the 4 inch. We're going to do 4 inch by 3 inch. So we're actually going to end up with 7 of the same thing, because we're going to get 4 by 3s. We had 3 by 4s, so that equals 7. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Okay. I wish I could see your comments. Live chat. Overview. Huh. Guys, I don't know what's going on. This is very weird. Well, hi, Kathy. Just keep making comments, and I will catch them all when I watch this afterwards. So I won't be able to answer you right away. I'm looking to see if I've got something done wrong here. No, I don't want to turn off notifications. That is so weird. I've never had that happen before. Okay, well, let's just move on then. And I do need a little bit of light down here. And let me see if I can zoom out a little bit so you guys can see more than just, oh, I guess I can't. Okay, so for the background, I have chosen, and for the card bases, I have chosen Cherry Cobbler, because this has Cherry Cobbler, Poppy Parade, and Real Red in it. So the Cherry Cobbler is in the background here. And also Secret Sea. And then also gold foil. So for most of these, since these are 3x4, the background, the mat is going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, or you could do 3 1/8 by 4 1/8, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to do 4 bases out of the cherry cobbler. If I can just get a couple out of here. Okay. I didn't want to use any white on this because, okay, so we're going to score them at 4 1/4. This one at 4 1/4. Once you've got your one sheet wonder cut out, there's the sky's the limit of what you could do with it. You can do all kinds of 5 1/2. You can do all kinds of fancy folds and whatever else you want to do. Now let me just do 4 bases. I'm not going to actually use these bases, but I did want to show you. Well, you know what? Instead of doing the bases, let me do the mats. I don't know why I decided to do the bases. Okay, so I'm going to need a 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. 1, 2. Do 3 of those to start. 3. Looks like I need to either clean out the thing here or get a new cutter, get a new blade. Probably need to get a new blade again already. Okay, so we have 3 of those. Let's go ahead and do a couple of these. And if I could only get them out of there. Okay. All right, let's do 4 1/4, 3 1/4. Two more. And I'm going to work with the foil as we go along. I'll decide what I want to do. So that's the really cool thing about this is you get to decide what you're going to do for each card. You're going to make 8 cards. You make them however you want to make them. So let's get started. Let's move those away because I'm not going to worry about those. Oh boy, stuff's gonna, if you hear big crashes, it's the stuff falling behind me. All right, so let's start with a really easy basic one. Let's move that out of the way. We can also make, I'm gonna do a blue, secret C, and I'm gonna do a gold foil behind it. So if the mat is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, then the next mat needs to be 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, or 3 3/8 by 4 3/8, however you want to do it. I am gonna 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, sorry, or the 1/8, or the 3/8. So I'm gonna do a 4 1/2. Yeah, 4 1/2 by 3 1/2. Okay, let's start with this one. All right, so we're going to put this on here, like so. I'm going to try to use tape. My hand is a little sore. I had a little issue over the weekend. I was making dinner and something popped in my wrist and I was in excruciating pain, and I went to the emergency room. It was Sunday evening, and they checked for broken bones. There were no broken bones. They thought I might have torn a ligament. I saw the physician's assistant in my surgeon's office today, and she said something. Told me something happened. I'll do it on this hand. They take the tendon right here to put in the space that they made, and something happened to that area. It's bruised and it's swollen. And she said to take anti-inflammatories and put anti-inflammatory gel or cream on it, like Voltaren. Haven't done either of those yet, but I will. And if it's not better, to give them in a few weeks, to give them a call and get back in there. And they can give me, oh, what a mess. They can give me a corticosteroid shot that should help with the inflammation, which will help me hopefully make me feel better. And then we're gonna put this one on here. I wish I didn't have those, oops, the yucky cutting edge. This is no fun when I can't see what you guys are saying. It's very frustrating for me to not be able to see that. And I know that all of you are not sitting there not saying anything. So plus it's telling me that I have 7 messages. So I'm guessing that's you guys commenting. That's going to be too little. Well, yeah, it's a little off, but that's okay. Okay, so there's one. And the thing with the other cards that I made is you could use, I didn't put any ribbon on them. I didn't put any gems or embellishments on them. So those are things that would really add to the look of the card too. So if we were to do this now and put this on the card front, that is very elegant. That would be card number 1. All right. Let's go to, let's see, what do I want to use? Let's use this. And let's get a bigger version of that. Let's see here. Oops, wrong end. Let's see. Yep, that'll work. All right. So this is 3 by 4. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. This one is going, and you know what? I think I'm going to cut this one down to be 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. 4 1/8. I'm going to make these a little bit closer by, oops, 3 1/8. Okay. And then we're going to make this 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So they're each 1/8 of an inch bigger than the other ones. 3 1/8. Okay. There's a time when you want a ragged edge and there's a time when you don't. And this is the time that I don't. All right, so we're going to put, uh-oh, that's not right. I must have cut that down wrong. Darn. Well, grab another piece. Huh. Maybe I didn't make this one right. Let's see here. No, that's definitely 3 1/8. And that's definitely 4 1/8. I must have done something wrong with this. Yeah, I did 3 1/8 instead of 3 1/4. Well, I'm just not thinking today. Okay, let me grab another piece. Ah, my cat knocked over my garbage and I just noticed it. Figures. Ouch. Okay, 4 1/4. I think it cuts better this way. 3 1/4. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Should be right this time, right? Still doesn't look like it's right, but it is. Okay, good. All right. Let's try using the tape. Try using it with my right hand. Sorry, it just makes everything a little bit slower when I have to use my non-dominant hand. Oops. Get that up there. Okay, there we go. Okay. There's that. And there's that. Okay. Ouch. Sorry, I got 2 of them there. Back to the left hand. But There we go. You could even make your own template. I would strongly advise, though, that you use even columns, because otherwise you're going to be cutting the paper. Well, I'll explain in a second here. Let's get this here. Okay. Oh, that's not good. See if I can get it up without ripping it. I gave it too much on the right side. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, that's better. All right, now for that, we're going to actually do a whole 5 1/4 by 4 gold, which would be your basic mat by 4. I really want these to be elegant looking. So this is going to go here, like so. Okay. Oops. Come on, cooperate. All right, let's see the best, center this the best we can here. It won't be perfect on all 4 sides because it's not. Just want to make sure it's the same distance from top to bottom and the same distance from side to side. That's pretty good. Okay, that's number 2. Grab a bite of ice cream. Okay. Let's use one of these. And now we're going to take 4 of the littler rectangles. 2, 3, 4. Let's see if I want to do it on the red or if I want to do it on the blue. It's a little bit closer together there. There we go. So my oldest daughter, Sarah, and her boys and her girlfriend were here last night, and Grover, the baby, is, well, he's not a baby, he's 3 now, is sick with what they think is a bad cold, but he sounds very croupy. And Sarah was not feeling well either. And just kind of, I fully expect, this is a little bit long, let me grab a different one. I fully expect that I will not feel well at some point in the next few days, because Grover actually kissed me. Those boys just, they're not snugglers, at least not with me. And he actually kissed me, and right after he kissed me, they said, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that, he's sick." Oh well, it's worth it, getting a kiss from my grandson. So I'm trying to find, it seems longer for some reason. Okay, yeah, they're all the same. So now if I wasn't going for sheer elegance, I would flip 2 of these. I would do this. And that would be cute, but I don't want cute, I want elegant. So I'm going to do this. Let me put these on quickly. So hard not being able to see what you're saying. Hi, Lori. I see that you were there. It's very frustrating that I can't read any comments. Oh boy. Okay. I'm just going to line it up in the upper corner. Make it the tiniest of border. That's about right. I am going to use the back side of this on a couple of them, so. Okay. Guess I could have gotten it a little, oh well, good enough. Got it on my fingers. All right, one more. Oh, come on. There it goes. And there it stops. I'm probably squeezing too hard on it with my fingers. That's probably why it doesn't want to come out. Yep, that's why, because when I loosen up my grip, it's much better. And I think that's how whatever it was popped. I think I was trying to scoop the seeds out of a squash, and I think I was gripping it too tightly. Oh, that's not good. It's not good at all. That's better. All right. It's a little tight there. I don't know what happened. Okay, and I'm just going to put, I don't think this will, yes it will. What do you know? Okay. I'm going to cut this down. Cut it down here. Let me just put a mark where I want to cut. Or I could just measure it, couldn't I? That would make more sense, wouldn't it? All right, I want to cut 3/4 of an inch off. Whoops. 3/4 of an inch. 3/4. Get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. I still have tape on my hand. I so badly want to take my splint off. Won't let my hand go in the way I want it to go, but oh well. Geez, I hope you guys aren't talking about me since I can't see what you're saying. All right. This is going to go on here. Oops, let's get that. I'm being really sloppy with the tape. Probably has something to do with not having full use of both hands. This is going to end up going on a blue card base because that's going to be really pretty. Okay, and that's 3. Now let's do number 4. Number 4 I'm going to need a card base for. So, you know, this would have been really good with a green card base too. I didn't even think about that. And I'm going to put another score line at 2 1/8 because that is halfway. Whoops, get that out of the way. Halfway through one side. Okay, and we're going to do this and this. And for here, okay. And we're going to take one of these and we're going to put it on like this. All right. Another bite of my ice cream. Don't pull hard. Don't grip hard. My goodness. There we go. Okay, we're going to put this on here, like so. See how it is top to bottom, first of all. Okay. Oop. It's almost right. It's right. Close enough. Oops, I got tape on it. Okay. Where's my things? Okay. Let's do, how is this going to work? Nope, that's too long. I am going to make a bigger one. Let's see. That's just slightly, let's see. It would have to be a lot smaller. Okay, let's do it this way. That will be right on there. Do it over here. And then, well, first let's cut it down to the right size. 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 it is. Well, maybe not quite. Let's see here. It's a little bit over. Okay, if you ever have to cut a little bit off, don't start your cutting blade at an edge. Start it in the middle of the card. See if I can get any of that raggedy stuff off. Probably not. No, some of it came off. Okay. By 4. 4. There we go. Oops, and you know what? I don't want it to be 5 1/4 or 4 because I want it to show some of that too. So we're gonna make it, let's make it 5/8. 3 5/8. See what I think of that. Yeah, it's not showing much of that though. Let's make it even smaller. And we'll do something different. Okay. Let's make it 4 5/8 by 3 and 2 5/8 or whatever it was. Okay. That's better. That's what I kind of want to do here. Okay, good. Oh, my arm hurts. Okay, so these are too long. We're going to go ahead and use these. Even the one that I cut wrong. We'll just pretend that it's perfect, okay? Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, let me see how this is going to fit before I decide what I'm doing here. I'm going to leave a lot more space here. This one there. Oops, that's okay. And this one here with the extra piece. I think it'll look best like that. Okay. So let's go ahead and get these on. If I was smart, I would use the glue because it doesn't hurt as much. Just get the mess off the end of it. I was just using it before dinner, so it shouldn't be clogged. And it is. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, got a bit too much glue on there. That's okay. Remember, I'm working with a handicap. Trying to make sure the edges get glued. Okay. One more, one more sort of, and I think that this strip is longer than this. Is indeed 1/8 of an inch. I'm just going to do it with my scissors. Okay, get this on. And hopefully I can do that, so do this so it's not really obvious that there's a strip added to it. We'll see. Wow, that looks funny. The one that far away. Okay, and then we'll just get our little strip. Flip her over. Line her up as best we can. There we go. Obvious, but not horribly obvious. And this will go on here like so. And I'm thinking, no, I don't want to put a gold behind it. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the tape for this again. Come on, tape. Need to work. That might be too much. Might have gone too far over on that. Yep, I'm definitely squeezing it too hard. I'll have to fix that, get some of that tape off. Tape on my thumb again. How does that keep happening? That's weird. All right, so I'm going to line it up with one of these lines in the plaid. And top to bottom also. It's really sticky tape. That looks about right. All right, let's see, did I screw up? I did. Okay, so I'm going to take that tape off later. I'm not going to worry about it right now because I want to get to the point where I've got 4 made so far. I want to get to the point where I'm showing you putting the rest of the sentiment on. Okay. Let's see here. All right, we're going to need to use a card base. Let's make a card base out of this. Because I only made red card bases, right? Yep. Hopefully this is 8.5 still. Check before I do anything else. It is. Okay. So I need 5.5. And I need to score it. Let's score it at 2 1/8. That's not the... Where did my scoring thing go? It fell off. Okay, well, I guess we're going to score it this way. Up. 2 1/8. Try holding that in place. And there's a fruit fly flying around me. And another 2 1/8 on the other side. Let's go this way. There we go. We'll find that blade later. That scoring blade. That's a little better than my other one was. Okay. Oops. Okay, now I'm going to put these little skinny ones on here. We're going to put gold under them. Okay, so I need, that's 2 1/8, I need 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. So it's 5 1/4, almost 5 1/4. That works a little bit better on the foil. 1 7/8 inches. Oops, I can only get one out of that. Maybe I'll make them both this size. Let's see what size this is. This is 1 5/8. Nope. Let's just put this one on top of it, okay? That'll make it easier. All right. Oop. That looks right. Okay, there we go. Okay. Come on. Come on, cooperate. My goodness, I've never had such issues with this. Okay. Just gonna go on here, centered. Great. And this one. Come on. All right, let's try it this way. Nope, it does not want to cooperate with me today. My goodness. There it goes. Same thing over here. Looks about right. Beautiful. I'm using glue. Oops, I got glue on the paper. Oh well, should be using one of my silicone mats. All right. Ugh, what a mess. All right, and the other side. Oop. Oh my gosh. I'm just not right-handed, guys. That's all there is to it. Oh, well. Okay. I got fruit flies all over me, and I don't know why there's no food in here. That is weird. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There's not much to them right now. Ouch. And we have 4 of these bases left. And we're only supposed to have three more cards. We also have this one. So I'm not sure how that happens. That happened on the other one too, the other set. But all right. So I could probably make 10. All right, so let's go ahead and make 3 more bases real quick like. Put this on here. I'm going to try my other tape, my Stamp and Seal instead of my Stamp and Seal Plus. See if that cooperates a little better tonight. Oh, yeah. Much easier. Oop, didn't quite get to the edge, but that's okay. Okay. Yeah, I put that on crooked, but that's okay. Oh. Then I'm going to put that one on a gold and then a red. So, gold. My gold foil. So I'm going to need, so this is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. So now I'm going to need 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. 4 1/2. So I'll just do these last parts and then I will finish them up on my own because I don't want you guys to be on here for an hour. I will put the fronts on them and put them on card bases, and then I will post pictures of them all on here when I'm done. This is much easier. All right, and then I think I'll just do that and then put it on a red card base instead of putting a red behind it and putting on a blue card base, which was what I was thinking to do. But that gets kind of heavy, so we'll just leave that like that for now. Let me get this one again. 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. No, 3 1/2 by 4 1/2. Okay. Now let's put, I think, nope, this is the one that I'm gonna cut this corner to corner, corner to corner. All right. Put it like this. Oop. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, don't you start now too. There we go. Get a little up on that tip. This one on the other corner. And what would be really neat here is if I had a Secret Storm ribbon. Oh, I think I do have Secret Storm ribbon. Let's see if I can make it fit in there though. Just grab a piece here. Whoops. It might be just, that works. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna do that. See, I'm just thinking as I go along about what different things I could do. So it's a good way to make cards quickly, but it's also a good way to play with your imagination. All right. Get that so it's in there evenly. Oh. Come on. I think I ran out of tape up there. All right. And then we will trim the edges of this. Do it on this side, it's easier to tell. It's obviously tape on that ribbon. I'll have to clean these scissors. Whoops, oh, I cut into it, darn it. Oh well. All right, so there's another one. Two more. All right, one of them, all right, so we've still got red. Actually, I want to have a secret C. Need another secret C piece. Ouch. Okay. Oop. Let's do, I'm gonna score at 5. Oh, I can't, oh yes I can. I can score, I just can't do it with my score thing because I don't know where it went. I'm gonna score at 5.5. 5.5, Wendy, 5.5. Okay, I should know better. Start from this end, go that way. There we go. And then we're gonna cut it. We're gonna have an 11 by 4 1/4 card. Four and a quarter. Almost did that wrong. Oops, I did do that wrong. Oh my gosh. 4 1/4. Oh well. Okay. I'm going to do something different with that. I am going to do another score line here at, let's see, 5.5 would be 2 3/4. Would be half of it. All right. Huh. There's tape everywhere. Okay. Oh boy. All right. Nope, that's not the right size. That's okay. We are going to trim a little bit off of this one. But first, you know what? Maybe let's do it this way, I think. Yeah, I think so. All right, so I am going to trim right at that line right there. Okay. Since I haven't done the green side up on any of them, I'm going to do the green side up on this one. See if I can find where I fingernailed it. Right on this line right here. Right there. All right. That's going to be beautiful right there. Come on, tape. Across the middle just to make sure. Okay. Oh, well, I can probably pull that up since it's Stamp and Seal instead of Stamp and Seal Plus. You know, I'm just going to leave it there. I don't care. And we're going to go this way with this one. And we're going to put red behind it. I'm just going to cut one of these bases. And this is 3 by 4. I'm going to use gold in between. So we're going to do, so if that's 3 by 4, this is going to be 3.5 by 4.5, and the gold's going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. 3.5. And then gold. Quarter by 4 1/4. That looks too small, but it's not. Okay. So, guys, don't forget that tonight is the last night of the kit sale. So if there was a kit that you wanted to get, maybe for my kit together in December, the beginning of December, or just because you like the kits, make sure that you get on and get it ordered today. Because it's going away at, I don't know, midnight. I think it's midnight Utah time, which would be 2 a.m. our time. I think that's how it works. And then I'm going to put this on here. Like so. Perfect. And then that's going to go on here, like so. So I'm going to go ahead and see where it comes to here. I'm going to go to here. And that looks good. So I probably should go one more line so that it's more centered on the card, right in the middle of that. So you know what? Instead of putting it on there, I'm just going to put it on back here. And of course, this will need to have a lighter cardstock inside of it so that it can be, a sentiment can be put on the inside, or writing can be put on the inside. So I'll probably put a white one in here, but I only put it the size of this one so that it doesn't show on the outside just when you open it up. All right, one more, I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, no more. I had pieces left over. How about that? We've got 1, we've got 2, we've got 3, we've got 4, we've got 5, we've got 6, we've got 7, and we've got 8. So there you go. And I could make 2 more cards with this. So that's where I'm going to stop for tonight. I'm going to finish these up probably tomorrow, and then I'm going to post them so that you can see them all finished up and what they end up looking like. So thanks for watching. So it was about an hour. Sorry about that. I hope you realize that you can make cards. You can make plenty of Christmas cards in just a very short amount of time just by doing a one-sheet wonder and or a stamp and stack. I mean, you could do a one-sheet wonder and do them all exactly the same to be a stamp and stack, just having like the 4 little ones here and maybe the 2 big ones here and that kind of thing. So, all right. So yeah, I told you about the kit sale. Don't forget about that. Let's see, what else did I have to tell you about? Oh, the joining program right now, the joining offer. For $35, you can join, and you can pick $99 worth of tools and supplies for $35, or the other option is $189 worth of Stampin' Up! Supplies for $99. So either way is fantastic. It gives you an automatic 20% discount on anything else that you buy after you get your kit. There's no thing that keeps you here. It's $300 a quarter that you're supposed to sell. No, you don't get penalized if you don't sell it. And the first, actually, when you're new, they give you, I think, 6 months, 2 whole cycles to earn your $300. But otherwise, if you don't make your $300, you drop back out of being a demonstrator, and that's it. There's no penalties or anything. So if you're thinking of joining just to save the money, to be able to get a 20% discount on everything, $35 for $99 worth of product is probably your way. Or if you want more product, $189 worth of product for $99. They have never offered anything like this before. And if you're a demonstrator, if you can think of somebody who would be interested in this, just even if they just come in for the first 3 months, they're going to get such a deal, and they're going to see how great it is. And then if you join my team, I like to have team functions every quarter, if at all possible. I'm hoping that we'll do that again soon. Last time only one person could come, but we're going to try to plan some ahead. So let me know if you're interested. I'll send you a link to sign up. Thank you so much for watching. I am so happy to see you all here. I hope that I can see all of your comments after I'm done with the recording. And I will see you all next week. Might even have my paper pumpkin next week. And it's a Christmas one. It's tags and boxes, I think I noticed. That might be the next one. I'm not sure. Okay, yes, I'm sure. Okay, so see, now I can't see anything on my computer, but looking on my iPad where I'm filming, I can see Sherry just said, like the variety, see you Saturday, and Aunt Bev is watching. So there's a lot here I see that I was missing. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I will see you all again next week, or some of you I will see this weekend for your Christmas card event. And I've had 2 of them so far, and they were fantastic and fun. You will be the last one. And one of the 4 of you that's coming, won a prize already, because I drew names on last Saturday, and 3 of the people from last Saturday won, and 1 of you won. So, okay, see you soon.